city or a town.
Hello there. I'm glad you found me. I enjoy travelling by phone, but the trouble is, I never know where I've ended up. You see, I'm on my second stage of investigating for the Watch programme, and I'm visiting 3 different places in Britain, and this is the second place. So let's see where I am. It's one of these 2 places. These are photographs taken from high up in the air, looking down on the places. And we can see that both pictures have lots of green, open spaces. And there's quite a lot of trees on both pictures. But there seem to be much more houses on this picture than there are on this one. And on this one, all the roofs of the houses are grey, whereas some of the ones here have got red roofs. So, can we see any red roofs from here? There are some, aren't there? So we must be in this place. Let's see what it's called. Livingston. And now let's find out what my first task in Livingston is. Right, it says here, find out what the playground of the nearest school is like. And the nearest school is just the other side of this wood. So, let's go and have a look. Primary 3s of Peel School were already out in the playground with their teacher, doing some investigating.
And that's the school building there. Yeah. Well, do you 2 want to go off and investigate a bit more of the pond just now?
Okay.
That'd be lovely. Well done. Super.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I'm David from the Watch programme.
Oh, hi. Yeah, we've been expecting you.
Great.
You have to find out about the playground, haven't you?
That's right, yes.
We've started already.
And what is it everyone's doing?
Well, they have to choose 5 things which they find interesting in the playground, and then we're going to go back into the classroom to draw a map showing where those things are.
Right, okay. Is it okay if I have a look around and see what everyone's choosing?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Hello there. I'm David from the Watch programme.
I'm Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
I'm Emma.
Hi, Emma. And so how many things have you chosen so far from the playground?
4 things.
And have you chosen something different, Emma?
The pond and the fence.
The pond and the fence around the pond. Can I have a look at that one? So, as I see it, that's the pond, is it? And that's the fence behind it. And you've also chosen the drain covers, these things here, and the hopscotch court. Excellent. So you've each got one more thing to find though, haven't you? All right, I'll leave you to get on with that, and I'll go and see what some other people have chosen. See you later. Back in the classroom, the playground investigators used their rough maps, which they'd drawn in pencil, as a guide to make neater, coloured maps. Do you think you could make maps like these of your playground? It was time for my next task. Here it is, task 2. Find out what the little wood next to the school is like. Well, I might need some help with this one.
OK, everyone back then. Everyone come back just now.
In the little wood, we met up with Stan, the local countryside ranger. He'd asked us to look for the 2 biggest trees in the wood.
Do you have an idea which are the 2 biggest trees in the wood?
Yeah, that one and that one. I think it's that one.
OK, well, I think we should compare those 2 then and find out which one is the biggest tree. Which one do you want to start by measuring first?
I think it should be that one.
This one. OK, let's go measure this one. First way we're going to measure it then is really rough way of measuring it. I'm going to ask you to put your arms around the tree and link up with your arms and see how many of you can wrap yourselves around the tree. It's a tight fit. Are you all holding hands around the tree now?
Yeah.
That must be fairly tight. OK, what I'd like you to do is you 2 let go and come round the other side of the tree. So it took 3 of you, didn't it? OK, form a ring here. And just to see how fat this tree is, me, David, Robbie, Callum and Gary are all going to get inside. See how many of us can fit in.
I'm
All right? I know you are. In you get then.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Room for any more?
3 people Fat.
One fat person.
Can I fit in there? Am I going to fit in? Maybe.
And a rucksack.
Okay, tight fit. So this tree is what? 5 people fat. 10, 11, 12, exactly.
We tried different ways of measuring the trees. One of them was by using our hands as a measure. After the measuring, we did another kind of tree investigation.
What I'd like you to do is, all these different trees have got different shapes of leaves on them, haven't they? And if we go around and collect one each of every different shaped leaf that you see and bring them back and count them, we'll have an idea of how many different types of tree are in your wood. Wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Let's go.
When we'd picked our leaves, we took them back to Stan. We sorted them out so that we had none the same.
And are there any others the same there at all?
What's this one?
That's sort of one of these, isn't it? So, how many different types of tree have you got in your woodland then?
7.
7.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done.
Right, let's see what I've got to do next. The next task. Look at the photograph and then go to the field marked with an A and see what you find there. Right, there's the photograph, there's the field marked A. So if I can just match it up with this map, I should be able to find my way there. I was sure I was in the right place, but I couldn't see an empty field anywhere. Well, this place took a bit of finding, I can tell you. And look what's happened to the field. See how it's changed? All over this area they've built new houses and they're still building more. Are they building anything near where you live?
All over the world, everywhere, where the sun shines and where the white snow gleams. In the green, green forest and by the streams, hands are busy, plans are laid, and slowly, slowly, somewhere, somebody's house is made. Everybody's building, everybody's building, everybody's building day by day. Everybody's building, everybody's building, everybody's building in a different way.
My next task was to go to the oldest part of Livingston. Lynn and her sister Claire live near that part, so they took me there, and they showed me some of the things we passed along the way. Do you notice something about the houses we walked past? It's to do with where people park their cars. No one has to keep their cars on the street. All the houses have either got garages or driveways. And that's because by the time the new town of Livingston was built, most families in Britain had cars. So, tell me about this place.
Well, there's a park over there, and sometimes you have to be careful when you're going down the slide because sometimes it gives you a wee bit of an electric shock.
And what else do you do around here?
That's a hill where me and my sister sometimes roll our Easter eggs.
All right. Why'd you choose that hill?
Because when you roll them, it's quite a nice steep hill, and there's stones at the bottom for it to crack sometimes.
So once they've made it to the bottom of the hill, it cracks and the shell comes off, and then what?
Sometimes we can eat them if they're clean.
All right, let's go and have a closer look.
Okay.
Whoa, good view from here.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. So, Lynn, what can you see from here?
Over in the back there you can see some hills. In the winter time they get snow at the top because it's that cold. And
Lovely.
there used to be a house over there. You can just see wee bits of it.
Okay, let's move on. This is a nice place. What's that wooden thing there?
It's a wooden walkway where you can walk along and see all the trees and all the nature things, and underneath it is a burn.
What's a burn?
A Scottish word for stream.
All right. Well, it's a lovely walkway, that. But I think we'd better get on with our walk, hadn't we? Let's go.
Stop! This is where we live.
Oh.
And if you go straight on, you'll find the oldest part of Livingston.
Okay, thanks very much. Thanks for showing me around.
Bye.
Bye. See ya. Well, here we are in the oldest part of Livingston. And as you can see right away, these houses are very different from the ones that we passed along the way. The walls here are made out of stone, whereas the other ones were made out of brick. And if we look at the roofs, we can see they're different too. These ones are made out of grey slate, whereas the other ones were made out of red tiles. And do you notice something else that's different about the tops of the houses? The old houses round here all have chimneys, but the new houses don't. Why do you think that is? There are some other buildings here which aren't just ordinary houses. Can you tell what they are?
What's this place like? What's that place like? Is it big or is it small? Are the houses low or tall?
Now, my next task is to find out where most people do their shopping in Livingston. But we haven't really seen many shops on our travels around Livingston, have we? But look what I found here. One huge building full of shops.
We're shopping. We're S-H-O-P-P-I-N-G. We're shopping. We're shopping.
One of the good things about shopping centres like this is that you can walk about the place without getting wet or cold, because there's a roof over the top of everything. Here's another good thing about this shopping centre. It's a place where grown-ups can leave their children to play while they go shopping. It's called a creche. And if you're hungry or thirsty while you're out shopping, there are plenty of places to stop and have a snack or a drink. Well, that's my investigation of Livingston finished. Do you think you'd like to live in Livingston? Let's find out what some of the children that do live here think of it. Bye.
What I like about living in Livingston is I can play with all my friends and I don't have to go a long way to visit them. My favourite thing about living in Livingston is going down to the River Amund and playing with the dog. My favourite thing about living in Livingston is because I can go to this place where I can play football, rugby and golf.